was break?
Good.
Good? Alright, glad to hear it. What'd you guys do? I know we have the book fair.
I looked for some books. I got like a couple of packs, like no books though.
You didn't get any books, but you went to the book fair. That's cool. I know they have those little cool little markers things. I want to go. Alright guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to intro a little bit of our first lesson of writing equations and inequalities. Our first one is we're going to start with equations. Okay, so we've kind of got a little bit of background knowledge of equations before. We've seen them in our last segment where we were having to use addition and subtraction and kind of to figure out what are these? How do I translate a word problem that has fewer, more, or less than? So we're going to kind of build our knowledge on that, and we're going to figure out how can I translate an equation. So let's first go over some definitions, all right? I don't have my little pointers, I'm using my fingers. All right, so we have the word is algebraic expression. What word?
Algebraic expression.
So we're going to see we have a coefficient, we have a variable, and we have the constant. So let's go over those words really quick. We've seen them before. So this word is coefficient. What word?
Coefficient.
So coefficient is where our 4 is. So we have the word coefficient. I want you guys to look at the first two words, or first two letters, C and O. C and O. I want you to think about it, and talk to your guys amongst yourself. Where do you guys see those that prefix in? Think about it. Like company. What else do we see it in? Cooperate. Do we have anything else? We have company, cooperate. Sometimes we see stuff like co-pay. It's together. So that is where we can use that prefix, and we know that means something together. So coefficient, together. Take a look at 4, and it's associated with the variable x. That means the 4 and the x, they always got to be together. They're friends. They got to stick together. So we have our variable is x. What's the word?
X.
That's the word?
Variable.
There you go. So variable is just the x. So I want you to take a look at the VAR. So VAR, and I want you guys to think. There's a word that sometimes starts with VAR. You think of that word. I want you to think about when you guys go to Costco or the store, sometimes you get like something and it says something pack. So there's a lot of different stuff in there. Variety. It's exactly what I was looking for. Variety. So variety means you could get anything. It's different stuff. So VAR is kind of like variety. X could be anything. You could stick your hand in a box, you could pick out a 5. You could stick it in, you could get a 10. X can mean anything. So I want you guys to think about that, because 4 multiplied by anything could get you whatever the solution is. So the next word here is constant. What word?
Constant.
So this is our number 5. 5 is always going to be a number. It's always going to be consistently 5. Even if this was a negative, it would always be consistently -5. All right, we have terms. What word?
Terms.
All right, so this terms is we have 4x and a 5. These are terms and these are terms. In a little bit, you're going to see where sometimes we're going to have to combine like terms, where you would see a 4x and an 8x and you would combine them together. But we'll get more into that in the next lesson. All right, this last one is equation. What word?
Equation.
So this is a mathematical statement of 2 expressions are equal. So we know we have a cognate here, and we have where it's in Spanish, we're called equación. Did I get it right? All right, equación. So if you ever have trouble and you're like, well, what is it? I know it in Spanish, but what is it in English? It's the same. They sound the same and they're almost spelled the same. So we have equation. So we have 4x plus 5 equals to 10. So I want you guys to take a look at the first few words. E-Q-U-A. I mean, first 4 letters. E-Q-U-A. So we have E-Q-U-A. And then I want you to take a look at the difference between expression. What are the differences between the two? What are the differences between expression and equation? Go ahead, turn and talk to your partner.
They're not quite the same.
They're not quite the same. What makes them not quite the same?
Equation is like equal, and expression is like something else.
Something else.
Like the border.
Yeah. So you guys notice here, this one has the equal sign where it says equation. This one, expression, does not have the equal sign. So there's a big difference between the two. The equation gives me the equals 10. This tells me where it's not equals to. Very good. All right, our last one here, I'm going to move over so you guys can see it. This word is solution. What word?
Solution.
So this is where a value or the variable that makes the statement true. So like x equals